Hi guys, welcome to a Grey Hat Spot. I hope you guys doing good. Sorry for the delay, it took some time to upload this video, part 2 for chapter 5. So if you guys missed this previous chapter, please go and watch to get better understand. So we will see now locating public exploit. So in this video, we will focus on various online resources that host exploit for public known vulnerabilities. We will also inspect offline tools available in Kali that contain locally hosted exploits. A word of caution. It is important to understand that by downloading and running public exploit, we can greatly endanger any system which runs the code. With that in mind, we need to carefully read and understand the code before execution to ensure no negative effects. Take for example open own, which was published as a remote exploit for SSH. So while reading the source code, we noticed that it was asking for root privilege, which was immediately suspicious. Further examination of the payload revealed an interesting jump code array. Although it was masked as a shellcode, the jump code characters array was in fact a hex encode string containing a malicious shell command. So let's copy these. So now we will enter Python and then jump code called. You can now copy. Okay, so you can just enter. So now we can print it. Jump code. So this single command would effectively wipe out the attacker's Unix-based file system. In the lines that followed, the program would connect to a public IRC server to announce the user's IRC to the world, making this an extremely dangerous and potentially embarrassing malicious exploit. So if the internet is riddled with harmful exploits, where we can find reliable ones? Okay. And then clear. The online resource mentioned in this video analyze the submit exploit codes before hosting it online. Nevertheless, even when using this trusted resource, it is important to properly read the code to get a rough idea of what it will do upon execution, even if you don't consider yourself a programmer. So this is a great way to improve your code reading skills and may even save you some embarrassment on day searching for exploits. After the information gathering and enumeration stage of a penetration test, we can cross-check discovered software for known vulnerabilities in an attempt to find a published exploit for those vulnerabilities. Online exploit resources. Various online resources host exploit code and make it available to the public for free. So in this topic, we will cover the 3 most popular online resources. So let's open the browser. So this site usually conduct tests on the submitted exploit code and remove any that are deemed fake or malicious. The exploit database. So here you can click ExploitDB. The exploit database is a project maintained by Offensive Security. It is free archive of public exploits that are gathered through submissions, mailing list, and public resource. So this exploit database was designed to allow users to quickly find the information they are looking for. So we can easily filter by type, platforms, author ports, and tag. Okay. In contrast to other online resources, the exploit database occasionally provides the installer for the vulnerable versions of the software for research purposes. So when the installer is available, it is marked with the download box icon displayed, that a column you guys can see here, right under the A. And another useful feature of the exploit database is that it indicates which exploits are known to be valid. So now you guys can see here the V column. So those entries are indicated with the check mark. So the filters for type, platforms, and author can also be applied by selecting them in the table itself. So like this, you can just click information, so you guys can expand and see these informations, platforms, the hyperlink, So if you guys want to see all the information for a particular exploit, we can simply click the exploit title here. Just click the title here and then just scroll down to see this all information. So after simply click the exploit titles on the individual exploit page, we can review all available metadata and the content of the exploit itself. Okay, so you guys can see. So if you want to go back the previous one, just go back, and then you guys can see the filters are still applied. So we can just reset all to revert the features, right? Okay. So if you guys want to know the latest updates, so exploit updates, database updates are announced through the Twitter and RSS feeds. So you guys can get latest information of ExploitDB. So you can now see SecurityFocus exploit archives. Okay, SecurityFocus exploit archives. So this Bugtraq.Securityfocus.com website was created in 1999 and focused on some key areas important to the security community. So these areas include the Bugtraq mailing list and the SecurityFocus vulnerability database. SecurityFocus is a vulnerability database as opposed to an exploit database. So many of the entries do not include proof of concept code. However, each entries contain external reference, so this reference can provide a great deal of information regarding the vulnerabilities, and they often include proof of concept code. So you guys can see the external reference thing and the CV, right? So if you guys want to get the latest update, the security update, so you guys can subscribe here. So you have to enter the email address to get this update. PacketStorm. So this PacketStorm.Security.com website was established in 1998. It provides up-to-date security news, and as with the exploit database and SecurityFocus, also posts information about exploits and vulnerabilities. So a key differentiator of PacketStorm is that it also hosts security tools can find here. So So these tools are often tailored to a specific vulnerabilities or scenario and can be very useful. So to get latest security updates, so you guys can get the two source, Twitter or else the RSS feeds. Okay. Google search operators. In addition to the individual's website that we are covered, we can search for additional exploit hosting sites using traditional search engine. We can begin by searching for a specific software and versions, followed by the exploit keywords, and include various search operators like those used by the Google search engine. Mastering this advanced operator can help us tailor our search result to find exactly what we are looking for. So we can now try the command db.com. So as an example, we can use the following search query here. You can see here to locate the vulnerabilities affecting the Microsoft Edge browser and limit the result to only those exploits that are hosted on the exploiter database website. Okay, so let's enter. So now it will redirect to here. An other search operator that can be used for fine-tune our search includes in URL. So you can just copy here. So now we can just add in URL dot exploits. Okay, so we can now add one more in text. Let's say is remote. So we can also add some more useful operators like in title, something like that. So if you want, it will rapidly narrow down our results. As a gentle reminder, always use extreme caution when using exploit from non-curated resources. So you can now see offline exploit resources. Access to the internet is not always guaranteed during a pen testing. In cases where the assessment takes place in an isolated environment, the Kali Linux distribution comes with various tools that provides offline access to exploit. SearchSploit. The exploit database provides a downloadable archived copy of all hosted exploit code. This archive is included by default in Kali in the ExploitDB package. We recommend that you update the package before any assessment in order to ensure that you have the latest exploits. As with any other package, this is done using the apt utility. Data and sudo okay. So yep, so just enter and then password. Sorry, it's the wrong password. Okay, done. So the ExploitDB package stores a copy of the database in the user shares ExploitDB directory. So this directory is split into two major sections. So in the user share ExploitDB directory, the directory is split into two major sections. One is exploit, another one's shell codes. Okay. So the exploit directories is further divided into separate directories for each operating system's architecture and scripting language. So we can now see. Okay. Searching the exploit database is by no means ideal, especially given the large quantity of exploit in the archive. This is where the SearchSploit utility comes in handy. To display its usage, we simply run SearchSploit from the command line without any parameter. So as the built-in examples reveal, SearchSploit allow us to search through the entire archive and display result based on various search terms provided as argument. The second one is options. The options allow us to narrow our search, change the output format, update the database, and more. So third one, finally, the notes. The notes sections of the help menu reveals helpful search tips. So let's see some examples. SearchSploit, Microsoft, Windows. So for this example, so we can search for all available remote exploits that targets SMB services on the Windows operating systems with this syntax. SearchSploit returns the result in a table containing the exploit title and the path to its locations on the file system. Okay. Next, we can see. So next, Nmap NSE scripts. Nmap is one of the most popular tools for enumeration. One very powerful features include the Nmap script engine, which introduced the ability to automate various tasks using the Nmap scripting engine. Nmap is one of the most popular tools for enumerations. One very powerful feature include the Nmap scripting engine, which introduced the ability to automate various tasks using scripts. The Nmap scripting engine comes with a variety of scripts to enumerate, brute force, fast detect, and exploit services. A complete list of the scripts provided by the Nmap scripting engine can be found under user share Nmap scripting using grep. So let's see that. So a complete list of the script provided by the Nmap scripting engine can be found under user, share, and Nmap, and then scripts. Okay, so we can now, we can use grep command to quickly search the NSE script for the word exploits, returns a number of results we can list. Can use a grep and then exploit and then asterisk done NSC, sorry, E. So it provides the so the result you guys can find the the result you guys can see, it provides the information about the vulnerabilities and external information resource. Okay. The browser exploitation framework. The Browser Exploitation Framework is a penetration testing tool focused on client-side attack executed within a web browser. Needless to say, it includes a plethora of exploits. To list the available exploit, we must first start the required services. We can do this automatically we can do this automatically in the Kali Linux using the beef xss command. So you guys can use this command to install this beef-xss. So I have already done. So now I'm going to see this. So as I said before, to list the available exploit, we must first start the required services. So we can do this automatically in Kali Linux using the beef xss command. So once you have entered, so it asks you to enter the new password. So just give a new password for beef. So let's wait to complete the script. So now it's completed successfully. So it's now automatically open. It's automatically redirect to the browser. So we cannot just refresh the browser first. Okay, so now it's working because the first time it's not the framework not properly applied. So what they said, you might need to refresh your browser once it's open. So that's why. So okay, so I have now refreshed. So here we can enter the username as beef and then newly created password. So it has logged in successfully. So now we are successfully logged in. So we need to hook a victim browser. Since advanced hooking is outside the scope of the particular module, so we will just use the demo page provide the framework. So after re-clicking this hyperlink, the demo page here, it redirected to the new page. Is now successfully hooked into beef with our local browser. Okay, so once our browser is hooked, it will appears in the hooked browser panel of the beef console as the local IP address. So you guys can see here. Okay, so after clicking our IP here, so now known as a zombie presents us with a new page containing details about our victim browser. Okay, so we can now proceed to the command tabs, so where we can find the various enumeration scripts and exploits. Okay, so the beef project is frequently updated with a new feature and exploits and is well worth experimenting with. Okay, so now close it. The Metasploit Framework. Metasploit is an excellent framework built to assist in the development and execution of exploits. This framework is available in Kali Linux by default and can be started with the msf console command. Sudo sf console q. Let's enter. We will cover this framework extensively in another videos, but for now we will simply focus on listing the exploit available within the framework with the search command. To demonstrate, consider the search for the popular MS08067 vulnerability. Okay, Metasploit search commands includes numerous keywords to help us to find a particular exploits. To list all the available options, we can search. To list all the available options, we can run search with the -h command. So you can see all the command. Okay. Exploits allow us to search by CVE, type, platform, exploit database ID, and much more. So we can now see it. So that's it guys for this video. So we will see more topic on next videos. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching this video.